Honorable, is it not?
Can I?
One moment,
Okay.
Dr. Ike, you'll come in shortly. Is it not contradictory, though, on the part of your tendency of the party in your state, that on one hand you're saying Dr. Ike's state exco, which was in office before all of this controversy came about, has now expired? Then, on the basis of course, this order, and on the basis of what you've said, there seems to be a major lacuna in terms of the leadership structure of the APC in Imo State. But the governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, who is, of course, part of leading your tendency in the party, is essentially claiming that he has a legitimate party structure. How do you balance that?
Now, you see, if you watch the earlier court order given, it says, let status quo ante bellum be maintained. And now what you now ask is, what is status quo?
Exactly.
Yes, which is the position before this order was given. Now, on that, you also see that within the party in its last NEC sitting had adopted a resolution stating that, yes, congresses should commence. But also in clause 5, they also insisted that where congresses should was not able to be completed, that parties who are there will remain in office. So taken in line with the order of the court, as at 14th of May, Mr. Hillary here seated with me and my senior brother was suspended by the party, and where another chairman, acting chairman, came in place based on the resolution of 22 members out of the 27 members of the State Working Committee. So as before this judgment came, there was an acting, and the order says that the status quo should remain, and that is the strength.
I want to be very clear,
yes.
Honorable, because,
yes.
because
let me say
just one moment,
yes.
just one moment. If you are saying that you are now saying essentially that he was suspended on the 14th of May,
yes,
and therefore the acting person is the person in charge of the party.
That is it.
Now, that is not the account that has been given by the governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha. The account that the governor has given is that his term of office has expired, which means that essentially there's a lacuna. That has been admitted by the governor. So for you to say this now runs at odds with the governor's position.
So who suspended me?
One moment, Doctor.
It is not true.
So who suspended me from the party?
One moment, Doctor.
It is not true. It is not true. What we are saying is, yes, the governor is right by saying that his tenure has expired, because the state party executives are supposed to, if a congress was conducted. Now, there's no congress conducted. Now, what the only available is to rely on the party NEC resolution, that where congresses are not able to be concluded, then their existing people will enjoy the waiver granted for an extension. Now, in Imo, the congresses were not concluded. No congresses took place in the first place. So now, and we have an order which says the status quo should remain. And what was the status quo before this order was given? That is the issue. What was the status quo? And that is why we are challenging all that they have done, and we maintain that the status quo before then, that he was no more the chairman, and there was an acting chairman who is acting on that basis until the court give a definite judgment on this matter and the Congress is able to be conducted. We will invite him to present himself at that point to take advantage of that, and if the people want him, they will elect him into office.
Dr. Ike, you've been waiting to respond. Go ahead.
Yes. Let me say that the issue of court order and that, I'm not a lawyer. Let us leave that to the courts. But the issue of my suspension, because he is combining an invitation to judgment. But let me say that the issue of my suspension, though we're not confused, is my governor is saying that my tenure has expired, and he is saying that I have been suspended from the party. Now, but let me take the two at the same time. One, as at the time they were doing all these things, my tenure has never expired. And again, issue of suspension. who suspends me or who suspended me. I am the elected chairman of the party. And by the constitution of the party, it is only the NEC, the National Executive Committee of the party, can suspend the chairman of the party.
It is not true.
Excuse me.
It is
now.
not true.
Excuse me.
The party
Excuse
constitution
me.
is there.
And my suspension, we start the process. We start from a meeting I called. And in that meeting, any member of the state ESCO can raise up his hand and said, move the motion to suspend me. He will get a support. And I put it into vote.
It is not true.
Excuse
it
me
will not
now.
be right for
Excuse
him.
me now.
There is a process.
And when I finish, you refer to your constitution.
Go ahead, please.
But you are not the right person to discuss this issue with me.
Go ahead.
Because you are not a member of this party. You declare you are.
Dr. Ike, please continue making your
Your
point.
name is still in the. You are PDP. You are still a member of PDP. You are what? I have all these records.
That is,
your name is still in the PDP.
Dr. Ike, you're digressing.
Let's that be that. By the way, I am trying to tell you that
I declared
this process, the
please.
process of my suspension, I must be present. It will be in a meeting I called the state ESCO. And let me tell you, he said 22. You heard him when he said 22. That was what signed my suspension. That is to let you know that they are not aware of what is happening in the party. They don't even go through their constitution. Then ask him, what is the formation or what is the number of the state ESCO?
17.
Did you hear him now?
Yes. We have.
I tell you that this man is not the best person to discuss issue with
what
me.
is rather unfortunate that
he's not.
Honorable, unfortunately.
No, I must
he
say
said
the
17.
He has raised. Now, we expect him to tell us.
I'm talking to a wrong person.
We expect him to tell us who were with him when these meetings were called. The party constitution is clear. The meeting to be called needs simple majority attendance, and that is important. And where they come, where you have the whole members of the state working committee, you understand?
He said that there are 17.
Now, hold on. And now,
they said the state
we are going to take a short break.
Yes.
So just let's cool down for a little bit. We're going to take a short break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in a moment.
I see.
Our viewers, please do stay with us.
Yeah.